Avenue Radio World.
PrEP is a daily pill that can significantly reduce your chances of getting HIV. And typically, it takes a trip to a physician to get it. Now, you can visit select pharmacies, get tested on the spot, and walk away with your first month of PrEP. Plus, you'll also walk away with a $50 gift card after you complete your pharmacy visit. It's easier than ever to protect yourself from HIV. To find your nearest participating pharmacy, go to doh.wa.gov/PrEP now. From the Washington State Department of Health and Public Health, Seattle, and King County.
Women are not an homogenous group.
We face discrimination differently depending on factors such as ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, and more.
Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to amplify women's voices.
They are the experts of their own lives, initiating conversations within their community about challenges they face, the solutions they're working on, and the opportunities they see.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 for Women's Voices on Air. We know our challenges. We are the experts of our lives.
We are master multitaskers, prioritizing our family, friends, and our faith above our own needs.
Our needs and voices are too often overlooked.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. for Women's Voices on Air.
We tell our stories in our own way.
This is Big Poppy, host of Jazz from the Cabinets. Join me each week for a listening tour of the first century of jazz, an eclectic mix of Dixieland, big band, cool jazz, bebop, contemporary jazz, world jazz, all jazz in all forms. That's Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy on Rainier Avenue Radio, streaming worldwide on RainierAvenueRadio.world.
Hey Seattle, Shop the Beat is back. Shop the Beat supports the economic recovery of small businesses, local musicians, and neighborhoods throughout Seattle. This program matches small retail businesses with local musicians to host free in-store performances during peak shopping hours to help increase foot traffic and sales for retailers and provide competitive pay for musicians who were significantly impacted by the pandemic. The City of Seattle Office of Economic Development is currently accepting applications from musicians and small businesses who are interested in participating. Apply for Shop the Beat at seattle.gov/economic development. Applications in December 1st.
You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio,
your community radio station.
Ay Pilipino, ang bugoy likas sa aking...
Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat, saan man kayo naroroon, wherever you are in the world. Ito po ang Fil-Am Radio Show, broadcasting live every Tuesday afternoon from 1 to 2:30 p.m. Shuttle time. That's every Wednesday from 5 to 6:30 a.m. Philippine time and 7 to 8:30 a.m. Australia time through the magic of StreamYard and the facilities of Rainier Avenue Radio World in Seattle, Washington, USA. Ito po si Miles Salvador at aking pong mga kasama.
Ako po si Kuya Bert Kawili, and it's great to be back right here.
Yay!
Yay! Hi everyone. Good afternoon. Vicky Navarro here with King County Public Health, A Hand Community Outreach, and Hopelink. Nice to be here on this Tuesday afternoon, reporting live from Federal Way.
Good afternoon. Our producer is Danielle Velez of Rainier Avenue Radio World. Our program is internet-based, so you can listen and watch live right now saan man kayo naroroon, anywhere in the world. Just log on to www.rainieravenueradio.world or in YouTube, hanapin po lamang ang Fil-Am Radio Show episode 267 na po tayo ngayon. Our show is video recorded by our producer, Daniel Velez, so you can watch later at your own convenience. Through the Facebook page of Rainier Avenue Radio World YouTube, or through my Facebook page, Miles Salvador, Kuya Bert Cawilis, Bert's Angels Washington, or Vicky Navarro. Just look for Fil-Am Radio Show episode 267. We broadcast in Taglish, Tagalog English, so our speaking English audience can understand the show. So for now, just relax and enjoy our show. Salamat po. Our program always starts with a prayer and ends with a prayer. So let's all bow our heads and join Kuya Bert in his opening prayer.
Ama namin, purihin ang iyong pangalan. Bagamat po di kami karapat-dapat ay nangahas kaming sumamo sa inyo na basbasan po ninyo ang aming mga pamilya, mga kaibigan at ang lahat ng tumatangkilik sa aming programa ngayong hapon. Kawaan niyo po ang mga kapatid namin na may mga karamdaman na pagkalooban ng madaling paggaling at ng kaginhawahan. Kawaan din niyo po ang mga kapatid naming hanggang ngayon naliligaw na landas, pinaghaharian ng mainit na simbuyo at kataasan na pagkalooban ng maliwanag na isip at kahinahunan upang magsipagbalik loob sa inyo. Maghari nawa sa lahat ng tao ang mabuting pagsasamahan, kababaang loob at kapayapaan ngayon at magpakailan paman. Siya nawa. Amen.
Amen. Hi, good afternoon, Kuya Bert and Vicky and Danielle. Good afternoon. Today, we have a very special guest, but the very famous Roger Rigor, the original member of VST Company that was very, very popular in the 1970s in the Philippines. So let's all welcome Roger Rigor from Seattle, Washington. Yay!
Magandang hapon po. Hi, Kuya Bert.
Hi, Roger. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Alam mo, Miles, I've known Roger and of course the Rigor family for many years now. And,
yeah, I know. He told me. Yeah.
What I'm really surprised that you were able to get hold of him. You know.
Well, I saw him. He guested at Dayan de Mesa's music studio. So I said to him that I want to invite him. You know, Tito Vic and Soto, Tito Vic and Joey, they're my good friends, you know. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, for years ago.
Small world.
I was only 21 years old then.
Uh-oh.
Now I'm 67.
Many years ago.
Yeah.
But
Irving Mendoza. Hi. Yeah.
You
yeah.
picked a good one though. With,
Oh
Roger.
yeah. Very good. And it's funny because it didn't come to me that. Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing, Miles. Roger is very talented.
Yeah.
But what I really admire of him is he's not mayabang. He's down to earth.
Yeah.
No,
He is very humble. Yeah.
Very humble.
Yeah.
Bert,
Yeah.
I share that sentiment with you. You know, we've gone a long ways back as far as radio is concerned. So,
of course.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So, welcome, Roger. And with that,
let's
hear
listen.
The first song.
Let's listen to this song, Sierra Madre, was played in Malaya, Canada Lounge, Roger Rigor cultural performance. Listen to him singing Sierra Madre. Yay.
Nakatanggap ako ng sulat mula sa amin. Nakalarawan doon ang marami kong alaala. At bigla akong lumuha dahil ako'y sabik na sa lalawigan kong minumutya. Naghihintay pa rin ang iro ko doon sa amin. mga magulang na may nag-aalala sa akin. Umasilayan ko man lamang, bundok parang at batis, gumagaan ang hirap ko pasakit. Awitin ko'y makauwi na sa duyan ng aking pamusmusan. Sa piling mo, oh Sierra Madre, kandungan mo'y laging hinahanap. Ano kaya ang gagawin ko ngayong wala nang natitirang pag-asa sa aking mga pangarap? Kaya kung mayroon mang nakikinig sa aking damdamin, ay damin mo na ang awit ko sa amin. Awitin ko'y makauwi na sa duyan ng aking kamusmusan. Sa piling mo, oh Sierra Madre, kandungan mo'y laging hinahanap. Kandungan mo'y laging hinahanap. Kandungan mo'y laging hinahanap.
All right.
Hey, yan po ang Sierra Madre by Roger Rigor. Kuya Bert, I just want to acknowledge people who are watching right now. Irving Mendoza, thank you so much. And Crab Garcia, our guest, special guest last week. Hi, Crab. Thank you for watching. And Michelle Garcia. Thank you. That is a very beautiful song.
Yes.
Clap, clap, clap.
Salamat po. Salamat.
Hey, Crab said, good afternoon, Ate Vicky, Tita Miles, Kuya Bert, and to our special guest, Roger Rigor. Yan.
I know. Yung boses nitong si Roger, hindi na, mamaos, hindi na, hindi nagbabago. Hindi kumukupas. It's really good, and I tell you.
And the funny thing,
Vicky, you have a lot of questions to ask him.
Of course,
and
of course.
I'm sure I know a lot of the answers already,
Okay.
but we'll give you the opportunity to ask kasi mga bata pa kayo.
Before we go, before you start, Vicky, I just want to say, seeing Roger Rigor reminds me of my younger days. When I was young.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Vicky.
I feel so nervous for some reason because,
Oh my goodness.
it is an honor to have you here, especially, you're a Washington native, you live right here in Washington, and it's just an honor to have you right here live, and you're also with the school district or previous with the school district, and my heart is early learning. So I just want to say, on behalf of, from us and, all the schools, it's so honored because you're so talented, multi-talented, and my mom is one of your fans also. And but anyways, I don't even think, but like an hour and a half is enough to know about you. But but we can at least get started. Mr. Roger Rigor, magandang hapon po, and I just want to say thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Uh, I want to know a little bit about you in your early years when you were in childhood,
Yes.
just as so we know what was it like?
Yes.
Is this something that this is always when I start my interview, is this something that runs in your family, where you because of your talented voice, and when did you appear that you wanted to share your voice to the world? So let's know when did you feel like when did you have a musically inclined family, or was it just you?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Vicky, Miles, and Kuya Bert. First of all, let me just say that actually, sa totoo lang, in reality, the honor is mine because who would have thought that we would actually last this much, this long
Yeah,
to
that's
actually
right.
be reflecting on something that happened 50 years ago, actually. So
Yeah.
that's what I usually tell the kids who come up and say, we know you, and I say, no, you were not even born yet.
Yeah.
So anyway, yes, thank you again. So anyway, Vicky, going back to your question about the childhood, was the family musically inclined? I would say yes, because we had, in my on my grandfather's side, my paternal grandfather, they were all, teachers who taught music. But
Yun.
pero
Okay.
the very first time that I actually sang in public, you would say public, quote unquote, because it was also in a radio program when we were in elementary school.
I see.
And I was with another classmate. He's now also a very what is this, accomplished violinist in the Philippines. His name is John Lisaka, and he and I, sang a song by the Beatles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Beatles were popular back in 1962,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
we sang the song "You'll Never Know How Much I Really Love You."
Yes,
Yeah, yeah. I
absolutely.
remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
song "Secret." Yes, and that was the very first. And from then on, the bug never left.
Okay. That is so your upbringing, you had musically your family was teachers in music. So did you also beside voice, did you also play instruments in your early upbringing?
Yeah, pero some, because when I was growing up, we come from a very big family of
Mm-hmm.
7 boys and 2 girls.
Mm.
So you can imagine how big that
Yes, yes.
kami yung we were the ones you might call the ones who would scrape the bottom of the rice bowl.
Oh.
Because the elders they say we have bigger stomach, so you guys anyway, so it was a big family. So because it was a big family, we attracted a lot of friends from the neighborhood. We
Yes,
lived in
yes.
San Juan.
Okay.
So our home became the sort of like what you call the tambayan, the istambayan,
Ah.
where guys converge and all that. And so
Hang up. Yeah.
yeah, a hangout place. And
Yeah.
so add to
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
we play basketball and all that.
Mhm.
But what was really common during those times of growing up was the guitar.
Okay.
And we have one guy who is also a member of the band. He
Mm-hmm.
is the actually the guy who was responsible for Freddie Aguilar's song "Anak."
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yes.
he was the producer of that song. He's our guitar player, and
Ah.
he everybody would like to imitate how good he plays the guitar,
Mhm.
but when everyone is there, we all just sing and he plays the guitar. So my learning the guitar is only so much to be able to sing it privately, just like that song that you just saw. I played it
Yeah.
privately, but in public performances, I would
Mhm.
rather have the better ones do it.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh man, I'm just so excited. I don't know why I'm so, but anyways,
Yeah, me too.
no, because so okay, so you were, did you ever like played in choirs and stuff as
oh
you were
yeah,
growing up?
oh
Okay.
yeah, oh
And
yeah.
then
Our home was walking distance from the church.
oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yes, and the church is Jesuit run. It was the Mary the Queen Church,
Mm-hmm.
Green
Yeah, yeah,
Hills, right
yeah,
Ah,
by
yeah, yeah.
Xavier School. I don't know if you
mhm.
guys
Uh-huh.
remember that in
I don't
Manila.
I
remember.
know that. Yeah,
Yes, yes. And
yeah.
so when we were young, there was a priest there who is an American priest. His name is Father Maisa.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one who taught us how to sing,
Mm.
starting off because of the Advent season, caroling,
Mm-hmm. Oh
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so, and then he taught us how to harmonize,
Ooh.
where
Mm.
each one had a particular note. And so that's where and singing in church, you always look forward to it kasi maganda
Mm-hmm.
yung tunog sa church.
Yes, yes,
And
yes,
Mhm.
when you
yes.
sing in
Yeah.
church, parang wow. And then the fact that
Yeah.
everybody listens, they're forced to listen because it's a mass.
Yeah,
But we
yeah.
ended up, actually making it as our place. If you were in Little Baguio in San Juan,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Mhm.
it was the hotbed of all the combos at that time,
Mm,
all
Yeah.
kinds of combos. That's where si Joey Smith came from.
mm,
The
Yeah.
guys who played the band, the downbeats. So
mhm.
this
Mhm.
the town was really it was
Wow.
not only attuned to the music, but it was also a place where when we worship, we had
Mm.
an opportunity to sing as a group. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. What about
Yeah.
like yung mga contest? Did you ever do any contest too?
Competition. Well,
Mm-hmm.
speaking of competition, I had the great opportunity to have been
Mm-hmm.
able to work with the foundation that promoted OPM. It
Oh.
was called
Mhm.
the Popular Music Foundation of the Philippines, which
Mm.
was the one who produced the Metro Pop Festival.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it was not in the singing that we did, you know. Although in college there was,
Mm-hmm.
singing competitions, choral competitions. Pero this was the one that was talagang was focused on the composers.
Ah,
Mhm.
okay. All right. Let's talk about band life in the Philippines. When did you start getting? Is it something that you created together, or let's hear about your band life and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and be able to know like because of you. And I just want to hear the band
Yeah.
life in the Philippines.
Yes, yes. Absolutely. Uh combo. They called it combo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure Kuya Bert
Yeah.
is
Mm-hmm.
familiar, and
Yep.
Miles. The word
Yeah.
combo. When you say combo, it's a
Mm-hmm.
band.
Ah.
So my
Mhm.
brothers were back in when I was still a young kid. They already
Mhm.
had
Mhm.
combos, with that,
Okay.
gas tank where you
Yeah.
have that thing, right, Kuya Bert?
Yep. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
the bass,
The
that
bass.
stand
Yeah.
bass, yes. And my brother would use hangers as drumsticks,
Mm.
that we had a basement and they would be playing there.
Yep.
Oh,
So, and then
wow.
of course, because the Little Baguio was, again, like I said, was the hotbed of combos in Manila.
Mm.
Mm.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
I was exposed to the combo era until the recording industry started to bloom with Nora
Mm.
Mhm.
Honor,
Oh, yes, yes,
Trisha
Yeah.
yes.
Cruz, and all
Yes,
those guys
yes,
beginning
yes,
to make records.
yes.
And then the bands, Filipino bands were known to go to Japan or
Yeah.
Asia because they were very good. We were the
Wow.
only country who can speak good English,
Yeah, that's true.
Ah.
right? So
Yep.
our band, the way they in the Philippines at that time, you were
Mm.
a good band if you sounded like the record.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were the best copycats in Asia.
Okay.
So
Okay.
how did I start being part of a band?
Yeah.
I did not get to be part of a band until actually when VST came out.
Ah.
Yeah. It
Okay.
was my brothers. It was my brothers who actually were in the band. They were with the, during the combo era, they were with the Deltas. That's a band. The Ramrods, Orly Ilacad and the Ramrods. And then when the recording business went further from just pop idols like Tirso and Nora, it started getting into groups. And the first group that my brothers were part of, was the Cinderella Band.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Woo.
where
Yeah, okay.
my brother started composing. That was when composing was now the thing, because now we were singing Manila Sound, Hot Dog, Ang Boyfriend Kong Baduy.
Yeah, I like that one.
Actually, my late brother, wrote that song. We were even teasing him because he started, visiting and courting his future wife, and he wrote this song as a part of his, he wanted to make an impression to the Lola of the one he was courting. So he wrote this song, Ang Boyfriend Kong Baduy.
That's a good song. Was that Snafu?
Yes, Snafu. Yes.
Yeah.
Snafu is our songwriter. He wrote a lot of songs. Even that song that Freddie won in Seoul Song Festival. Not the Anak, because it was Freddie who wrote the Anak. What Snafu wrote was the one Bulag Pipi at Bingi.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the Bulag Pipi at Bingi. Although that song became controversial. Kasi that time, the First Lady didn't want it because he said, I don't like the implication of that song. So, because it was Bulag Pipi at Bingi, the blind,
Right.
the mute and the deaf.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh. It's just amazing. The Rigor brothers, they were really musically, inclined. And later on, before we close, we're gonna see one of their most popular songs.
Okay.
And their band was the VST.
Yes.
And that song is still plays, very popular.
Yes.
So we will hear that later on.
Yes, and that's the iconic composition of Joey De Leon, and Vic Soto, and Tito and Spanky. That's why it was called
Spanky.
VST, because it was Vic, Spanky, and Tito.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we were the companies. We were the rest of the guys. Yes.
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
So anyway, Vicky, because we will be approaching our first break, we will continue with this interview.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Norbert, by the way, will be coming in right after the
Galing.
break also.
Yes.
All right.
See
So
him.
All right. Be
stay
right back.
tuned.
Okay.
Host of Star Time, and this is my real voice. Honest, you're hearing it on Rainier Avenue Radio .world.
Should have told her you were sorry.
Sa Washington, karamihan ay sang-ayon na ang ating kalsada ay ligtas pag isinangtabi ang telepono. Pero hindi ito madali. Ibahagi ang mensaheng ito at maging halimbawa. Bago umalis, ilagay ang telepono sa glove box. Iset sa Do Not Disturb. Hikayatin ng mga kaibigan at pamilya na gawin din ito. Dahil pag ginawa ang parte natin, ang kalsada ay ligtas para sa lahat. Sabay tayong makakarating doon. Isang mensahe mula sa Washington Traffic Safety Commission.
The beat of the Fox with nastiness is back on K-Fox Night Beat.
Yo, what's the deal? It's the legendary Hall of Fame DJ Mixmaster Ice from UTFO.
What's up? Who you thought this is? This is Sir Mix-a-Lot.
And this is Terry Lewis.
And I'm Grand Mixer GMS.
What's up, y'all? This is DJ Third Degree.
This is JJ Hudson from the High Children family.
Sunday nights from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's K-Fox Night Beat with DJ Nastiness.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music. Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
That's my Pinoy. Peace.
Turn up your radio wherever you at. We about to bring it.
Street Beat.
Yeah.
With Tony B.
Tony B will give you a chance to tackle local, national, and international issues that affect your community.
Street Beat. Street Beat. Tony.
If you or a family member are 55 or over and need nursing home level care, but want to keep living where you are, check out Providence Elder Place PACE. This program offers healthcare, housing, transportation, and recreational activities. There are no co-pays or deductibles, and it's covered through Medicare and Medicaid. Providence Elder Place PACE works to keep you healthy and in your home. Call 206-320-5325 or visit providence.org Elder Place. Providence.org Elder Place.
You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Don't forget to log on www.rainieravenue radio.world.
Kami po ang babalik sa inyo lahat. Ito po ang Fil-Am Radio Show sa Shuttle, Washington, USA. Ito po si Mal Salvador at ang aking mga kasama.
Si Kuya Bert po ito. You're muted.
Vicky Navarro here with our special guest.
You're muted. You're muted, Vicky.
Okay. And of course, we're going to welcome back now also Norbert. There he is.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good to be back on the show again. Vicky and my dad, Ate Miles, and Kuya Roger. I haven't seen you in such a long time. It's great to hear your voice again and to see your face. Yeah. Enjoying the show so far.
Yep.
You know, hearing you tell all these stories, I mean, they go way back, really before my time. But for myself, when I was a college student at the University of Washington back in 1987, me starting to get involved in music really started because of the Filipino Student Association at the University of Washington. That's where I discovered a bunch of friends who were like, wow, you guys all play music? Let's get together and form a band. And then I because of that, I also met you, Roger. And I think, wasn't it the Twist and Shout? You were involved in putting that event on, right?
Yes.
I want to say that was in 1988.
Yes, it was because of a response to the what is this, the floods in our fundraising at the Filipino
That's right.
community. Yeah.
So I got to be a part of that, and that was all new for me because I was kind of a late bloomer when it came to music. But you know, it brings me back to a time when it was all about discovery, being in school, learning new things, learning new people, and learning about things about myself that I didn't even know I was interested in until I started to meet people who had similar interests. So seeing you again brings me back to all those good memories of back in the day at the University of Washington.
Same here, Norby.
One of the things that Roger's really well known about is right about the Pisasanayon time where he had this, he organized this ihaw. You know, when the barbecue kind of thing right there. And I thought that was a wonderful success. And, you know, it's good to be able to think about that, to remember those things. You could maybe, stealing the line here from Vicky, maybe you could tell us about ihaw, Roger.
Yes. Quickly, ihaw means barbecue, and all that was because one day when my friends came here to Seattle to visit, the whole gang, Norby, these guys, Julius, Ed Sapiniano, the late Andre Tolentino and Bing and all those guys came to the backyard, and we started jamming the whole day until late in the evening. It turned out to be 1 o'clock, and the neighbors started calling the cops. But we said, okay, well, but when somebody said, why don't we do this, again? Until somebody said, let's do it more, So we decided at Pista Sanayon, there was this area called Filipino Hill, which was a perfect venue for an outdoor just playing. So the year after, we hooked up with Pista Sanayan, where Kuya Bert was really actively involved in, and it was a great partnership since then. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, just so you know, for example, two things you have to know about our program. Number one, Vicky, for example, is a big community volunteer, all right, but she doesn't understand Tagalog very well. Okay, just so, but she understands. She's becoming pretty good now in understanding. Number two, you will notice that Miles, who is broadcasting from Australia, does her disappearing, I call it disappearing act once in a while. But she manages to come back. Like she disappeared before the break and then she came back, which is good. And the third, of course, Norbert is here because she's our Seahawks guy who will report on what's happening.
Yeah.
Yes. So with that, without further ado, Nor, hey, Miles is back.
Disappearing act. Yeah.
Nor, why don't you do your thing for the Seahawks before we go back to the latest.
All right, let's do it. Let's talk a little bit about the surprising Seahawks who continue in their winning ways. The Seahawks who were, going into the season expected to be the worst team in the league and have come out to be the first place team in the NFC West. Won again against the Arizona Cardinals 31-21, dominating them really. It shouldn't have even been this close. But I had the privilege of having my dad, now that he was back from the Philippines, he joined me here in the studio to watch and react to this game. Is what we do every time on YouTube. And it was nice to be able to do this again. So I'm going to show you a quick highlight of what that game looked like from our experience. Check it out. The Seahawks Cardinals highlights right here. Snap. Geno's hand off Cocker. Got a split. Got a seam to 20, 25, 15, I should say. To the 11-yard line. Eskridge to the right. He's going to throw. Looking. Throws. Yes! Metcalf. Touchdown! Woo! No flags. Yes.
Touchdown!
To Metcalf on the back end line of the end zone.
Hey, Gino's doing good.
He's doing great. Fourth down. Seattle can get the ball and snap. He's under pressure. Oh my God, he got away again. To the third. Ball's out. Seattle gets the fumble, just like last time. Oh my God, Ryan Neal jolted it loose. He had the first down, had field goal range, and he got tackled just like the game in Seattle. Ryan Neal is going to blitz.
Almost.
And he does blitz. Hit him, yes! Down he goes. Loss of 9 on the play with a sack. His left. He's going to throw it to swing it to King. Oh God! Oh no, it's intercepted! This is a pick 6. Oh my God. 4-man rush. Gino to throw. Under pressure throws. Oh, complete and a personal foul. Woo! Snap. Gino to throw. Looking, throws. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett! Empty backfield. Murray to throw. He's pump fakes. Get him! Down he goes at the 35-yard line. 10-yard loss. Woo! Hopkins very quiet today. 4-man rush. Pocket clock. Yeah! Down he goes again! Woo! Yeah!
One.
Snap. They rush 5. Pick it up. Throw! Run! Go! Gino, go! First down! 40, 35, slide down!
Yeah.
Yes! Woo! And another Seahawks! First down! Gino gets it with his legs! Gino in the gun. Motion Eskridge. He's gonna give it to Walker! Yes! First down and more! 5 to the 4, 3, 2, still going! 1! To the 1-yard line! Hands off to Walker! Easy touchdown! Woo! Touchdown! 5-yard line. He's gonna play action. Hit Fant. He does. 15, 20, first down. Still going. Oh my God, go. Hold on to the football. Stay in bounds. Smart play. Oh my God, that's like 50, 60 yards. Motion. Hand off Walker. Go Walker. Go Walker. First down, stay in bounds. Go down. Down to the 5-yard line. Motion. Pitch to Walker. Right side. He gets inside. It's a touchdown! That's a touchdown, baby! Touchdown! With the $10 super chat, 6-3, baby.
Watch
Kyler Murray throws. Ah, he's gonna go down.
He's gonna get
Four-man
sacked.
rush. Under pressure throws deep. Broken up. That's the game. Incomplete, and the Seahawks are gonna win this game. So there you go. That was our exciting experience of watching the Seahawks defeat the Arizona Cardinals 31-21, a 4-game winning streak. And now the Seahawks head over to Germany, Munich, Germany, to face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the first ever NFL game played in Germany, and my dad and my sister Monica will be there in person to watch that game. I was supposed to go, but I'm staying here because my daughters are playing in the playoffs of their volleyball, high school volleyball playoffs. So I had to decide, do I stay and watch my girls or do I go to Germany? My Sophie senior year, I had to stay. I didn't want to leave in the what could be the final weekend of play. So, but I'm glad my dad and my sister can go to Germany and watch that game, and they're gonna have a great time, right, Dad? Going to see the game, get to do some sightseeing. I know you're going to talk about that probably a little bit later, but it's been exciting to be a Seahawks fan. Woo, is a great time right now. Nobody saw this coming, and as Seahawks fans here in Seattle, we are having a complete blast. So
I just hope, Norm, that the Seahawks will keep winning. Especially now that I'm going to be watching that.
That's right. That's right.
Very excited, though.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Back to the good old days, huh?
Extremely excited.
Thanks, Norm. And we're going to go back.
Yeah,
to
thanks
Roger.
for that, Norm.
Yeah, man, I know. I want to hear more from Roger about his musical background.
Okay, Bert, sorry. Before we go back to Roger, I just want to acknowledge people who are watching Brovda Joes and Michelle Garcia watching from England. Hello po, Tita Miles and Ma'am Vicky and Tito Bert and to our guests. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching. Yeah. Back to Roger. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Just so you know, Roger is the brother of a very good friend of mine, Salvador Rigor, who is very well known also. Just so you know, because I'm sure you have met Salvador, maybe Vicky.
Yeah,
but you did not know that they are brothers. This Rigor family, like I said, is very well known, but they are so humble. You won't hear much about it, which is good. That's what I appreciate about them.
Lugo has been my brother for many years now.
Yeah, and I hope he could, he retired also, and I hope that he could get a chance to watch the show today.
All right.
We had him as a guest also in one of our earlier programs.
Yes.
Vicky was not with us yet at that time. But if you're listening, say hi, Slugo, and we hope to see you soon. Yeah.
That's what I said to Roger. I didn't realize that Islugo is his brother.
Okay, Vicky.
All right. Oh,
yes, Vicky,
like I
ahead.
said, it's like we with time going by, it's like we didn't even get to talk about your, in your year for when you were in the schools. But I still want to talk about the music. Before coming to the U.S. in 1985, Roger worked with the Popular Music Foundation of the Philippines, that one of the spreadheader, the Metro Manila Popular Music Festival, the festival that launched what is known the original Filipino music. He has worked with artists and film directors, composers, and original member of the band VST and Company. So let's talk about before coming to U.S. that you work with the Popular Music Foundations of the Philippines. What was your role? And tell me a little bit more. Can you elaborate? What is that?
Absolutely, Vicky. I was it was right after I graduated from college. I didn't have work, so a friend called me and asked me if I'd be interested to do groundwork for a foundation that just got set up. I said, sure. I started off as a production, coordinator, but when it was until I realized it was a big production planned in coordination with the Broadcast Media Council and the Kapisanan ng Broadcasters, which is the organization of all the radio and television companies of the Philippines, that was to support this effort to promote Filipino music. So I was the guy who was running, doing all the design of the trophy, talking to the who's going to be the arranger, who's going to be the, all these coordination and screening of the compositions that were submitted, we had about 16,000 compositions to be screened to come down with the top 14. And I had the privilege to be the one calling the top 14 guys, and one of them one of them was Freddie Aguilar.
Wow.
I can't forget the day when I called him up and said, because we didn't know who Freddie Aguilar was. Some of the guys did know who he was. He was a folk singer in Olongapo. And so when I called him up, he just said, who's this? And I said, this is Roger from Pop Music Foundation. I said, don't joke with me, I'm sick. And so I said, no, I'm not joking. I just want you to know that you're one of the finalists. It was his song Anak. And and then we never knew him until the day he showed up at the office. And you could tell it was Freddie Aguilar because it was a hot noonday, very hot. In Manila, it gets hot at noon, right? And then there was this jeepney who stops in front of our office, and down comes a guy with this velvet hat and velvet coat and velvet pants with clog boots and long hair. And I said, that's Freddie Aguilar. And and the rest is so that's what I did for a couple of years until I got into involved in public relations and and all kinds of projects. The Search for Singing Star, the Super Wheel Search for Singing Star, and then during that time, because OPM was just beginning to explode because of that festival. It started to explode, and then you have the concert at the park with Doroy Valencia, and all these things about pop music started to just bloom in the late 70s, and that's when our band came up, and then of course we had opportunities to work with movies. The movies now wanted to have music that was in Tagalog.
Oh, yes.
And you have all these talents coming out left and right. You have folk songs, you have pop, you have rock, you had jazz, you had all these in Filipino. It was just, we were way ahead of Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong. We were way ahead of them. The only one that we were up along with was Tokyo Music Festival, but because we had English as our second language, we were we were we had the edge.
Yes.
So this thing about currently, just to add on, this thing about this current global sensation called the BTS, the Koreans from the Korean pop youth group. They're now popular. We were way ahead of them once upon a time. Yeah.
You know what, Roger? I was at one time, the first time when we watched a movie, the first time before it started, they had the national anthem, video, and that was really very, very nice. The national anthem in Tagalog and the backgrounds. That was something memorable. But anyway, Miles, I think it's about time that we listen to his
song.
Roger's song. So let's.
Sure. Yes. Okay. Please.
And that's what Ipagpatawad Mo is this. All right. I think,
yes.
Let's go and listen because Miles disappeared again. Okay, Daniel.
Alam
tayo nagkatagpo. Ngunit para sa'yo ayaw na lumayo. Ipagpatawa mo ako may naguluhan. Di ka masisi na ako ay pagkahan. Di na dapat ako pagtiwalaan. Alam mo kung kailan lang tayo nagkatagpo. Ngunit para sa'yo ayaw na lumayo. Ipagpatawa mo, minahal kita agad. Happy wedding, baby. Para sa'yo ayaw na lumayo. Ipagpatawa mo, minahal kita agad. Thank you. Maraming po salamat.
Yep. All right.
Yay!
Mine's back. That was good.
Yay! I Kuya Bert, Vicky, Norman, Roger. Before we go back to Roger, let's go to birthday greetings because there are people waiting for the greetings.
Okay.
So
Yes.
can we do that?
Yes.
Before
Yes,
I
of course.
disappear? Before I
Yes,
disappear?
yes.
Okay. I just want to say again, happy birthday to Jonathan Provinciano, our former guest, on November 7. Ray Trinidad, my former colleagues in New York, on October 8. Gloria Taylor of Chinchilla, Queensland, Australia, November 4. Irene Panaligan from California, November 8. Irving Mendoza from Seattle, Washington, November 8. Patrocinio Hoyle to Toowoomba, Queensland, Australia, November 9. Mercy Molina, our former guest, of course, and Marlene Dublan from Brisbane, Queensland, Australia, November 10. Lisel Santua
Uh-oh.
from Bellingham, Washington. Happy birthday, Tyler, on November 12. Okay, it's your turn. Okay.
Okay. Wow. Happy birthday, Irving. It's,
Yes.
Irving.
You know, I was trying to look for all the birthday celebrants today, but for some reason, my Facebook didn't do me good. But I know it's Tina Vega. Happy birthday, Tina Vega. And of course, Jasmine's grandchild, Taylor, who turned 9 also, 9. Taylor Quintos. And above all, Vicky's daughter.
Yes.
I don't know her name, but
Elisha,
happy
yeah,
birthday.
thank you.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Yes, and that's all I have right now. Norb, you got any? Vicky, you got anybody?
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go
Okay.
ahead,
I'll go.
Vicky.
Okay. Yeah. Yesterday was my oldest daughter. She turned 32, and I just want to say happy birthday. Also, brother Irving, nice happy birthday. And one of our guest always here on watching our show. We just want to say thank you so much. Happy birthday to you. I have Arnel Tolentino, Victoria Oslin, our sister Wendy Wong, Leah Rigoli, brother Clyde Ishii, Lisa Lee, Joelle, Jonas Flares, Sisfia Ama, brother Don Bello, and Jesse James. I have a long list, but I just want to keep it short because I want to continue the interview with Roger. But anyways, happy birthday on behalf of Fil-Am Radyo. There we go.
So I just have a couple of birthday shout outs. I think Ate Miles might have been doing her disappearing act when she was trying to say this one, but Tyler Parcher, he's always watching the show and my channel as well. So happy birthday coming up. And there it is, Tyler Parcher. With a little reminder, don't forget about me. His birthday's coming up this weekend. I also wanted to say happy birthday to Andy Maquilanlan. He's the husband of April. April used to be April DeVelos. April Maquilanlan. She's a great singer down in Vegas. I think we've tried to get her on the show before, and I'm not sure if it hasn't quite worked out, but maybe one of these days. And to my chiropractor, who I've been seeing for like 30 years almost, Neil Vitalis. He's going to be retiring soon, but it's his birthday today too. So that's all I got from my end. So happy birthday to everybody who's celebrating one today or coming up. And Irving, again, one of the most avid listeners and who's on this show. Happy birthday to you as well again today.
All right, Roger, now your turn.
Yes, colleague and co-band guy, Irving, happy birthday, man. May you have more to come. And my two nieces, Gwen and Mian Rigor. Happy birthday to both of them. And my good buddy, remember I told you about the guy who did the producing on Freddie Aguilar's Anak? His name is Celso. He lives in Oslo, Celso Liarina. It's his birthday also today. Yes, happy birthday. Yes.
So with that, we're going to play our... Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I was going to say, Norby should start coming back and start singing again.
Yes. Oh, yeah. He has been singing a lot in the Seahawks prediction. Check out.
When I started transitioning from doing live music to doing more stuff in studio and focusing on YouTube, so I haven't been doing as much live music. I do miss playing on the stage though, because that was some of the funnest times, being able to play and play for the crowds, whether it's Pista Sanayon or during in the casinos and different venues that we used to play in. Those were fun days. Just don't do it quite as much these days. But I do miss it. Yes.
All right, with that, Magic's back, so we'll just play
let's play our birthday song. Happy birthday, traditional. Yay. Dedicated to all birthday celebrants.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, everyone. Before we go back to Rigor, let's go to station break. Don't go away. We'll be back.
I'm Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not deep frying a turducken in a closed garage, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Oh, my man. You know, everybody goes through a storm sometimes.
God is, and Rainier Avenue Radio.world have a new address. We're now located at 4916 Rainier Avenue South in Columbia City, 98118. God is still loving on your community, being a blessing and meeting the needs of the people. Don't miss any of our amazing shows. Your favorite community radio station. Tune in and come on down and get some free food and let us continue to love on you. Don't forget to tune in. See you soon for free food and free entertainment with God is. and Rainier Avenue Radio .world.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio .world. I'm Granville Emerson along with my partner, Ronald Pepe Bean. And we host the show Little Line Sports right here on Rainier Avenue Radio .world, where we talk about football, basketball, local sports, national sports, Seahawks, UW, Seattle U Red Hawks, Garfield Bulldogs, all that and more right here on Little Line Sports and Rainier Avenue Radio .world.
I'll take coronavirus for 100. Fever, chills, shortness of breath, loss of taste or smell. What is staying home and isolate? Correct! Coronavirus for 200. Inability to stay awake, persistent pain or pressure in chest, trouble breathing. What is seek immediate help? Correct!
Coronavirus for 500.
Crippling and potentially dead infectious disease eliminated the United States with vaccination.
What is the polio vaccine?
Correct!
I'll take coronavirus for 700.
The Daily Double! Should I take the coronavirus vaccine?
Wait. Hold up. This is not a game. It's time for serious discussions. We have coronavirus vaccines, but not everyone is comfortable taking them. Here's the facts. Based on what has been proven about vaccines for other diseases, COVID-19 vaccine may help keep you from getting seriously ill, even if you do get the virus. Getting vaccinated also may protect people around, particularly those at greater risk for severe illness from COVID-19. We don't yet have all of the answers. Get informed, talk to your healthcare physician, and make the right decision for you. This is a message supported by the Washington State Department of Health.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world is your 24/7 digital media hub. Tune in at Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and TuneIn apps.
Kami po babalik sa inyo lahat. Ito po ang Fil-Am Radio Show in Seattle, Washington, USA. Ito po si Miles Salvador.
Ako po si Kuya Bert Kawili.
Vicky Navarro here with our special guest. Oh, Norb.
Roger.
Hi, everybody. This is Norb Kawili. Norb Cam coming at you with sports. And now
our special guest.
Roger Rigor.
Special guest.
Yeah.
All right. Got it.
Kuya Bert, Vicky, do you mind if we play another song from VST and Company?
Okay.
Oh, God. Yeah, sure.
With a group? Okay, let's listen to VST and Company, Tayo Magsayawan, original footage, circa 70. Yay!
Baliwala, lahat ng ito
doon tayo magsayawan by VST Company. And Roger Rigor is a very, very young boy then.
Many years ago.
Yeah.
And you know that song and the closing song. Those are the favorite of our generation, especially when they're dancing the boogie.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Very
being played
good.
everywhere. Yeah, different
Until now,
nations.
until
Yeah.
now, it's
Yeah,
really
Yeah, it
popular.
is. Yeah.
All right. I have a question. Who composes all your music and VST? And
Yes.
was it someone from your group or?
Yes. That song, for example, was composed by a one other producer from the recording company, and then the arranger. We have an arranger who actually lives in Las Vegas. His name is Lori Illustre, and the guys like Joey De Leon and Vic are the main writers of the songs. We actually have our own compositions in the the long playing album, but we share in the composition work of doing the album. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Okay. All right. Let's take a pause for a moment. Around about music, and let's talk about your life here in Washington State, and be able to a little bit more about your personal life. He is one of the organized, like we said, the Seattle Seafair annual EHOW Jam after directing the entertainment sector of the Pista Sanayon that in the early years. Now, he also a framer of the Life After 40 Basketball League, which is a weekly basketball games of 10 teams in the past 25 years. So can you tell me a little bit more about that? Is that like when you go to communities and play different communities through Washington, or
Well,
okay?
yeah. Well, back in mid '90s, there was this, basketball was, it's our second love in the Philippines. So some of the guys here, like Bert Gola, and Greg Castilla and those guys, we kind of got together and said, let's put together teams because there are different organizations. You have the alumni associations, you have the engineers, you have the accountants and all that. So
Okay.
they came up with their own teams, and these were 40 and above.
Okay.
So once it started, it couldn't be stopped.
So it's still, is it still happening at this
Yeah.
time?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We because we are
Ah.
now not able to play the game.
Yeah.
We are now in our 60s. So
Yeah.
the new
They
crop
have
of
the younger
40s,
ones.
yeah,
The
the
younger
younger ones
generation.
now. We just handed over the management of the tournament to the younger kids.
Yeah.
The acronym is Life After 40 Basketball League, right? So you
Uh-huh.
have LAFBL, right?
Okay.
When you read it, it's laughable. So that's the joke. We try to look like Michael Jordan, but we can't anymore because of our age. But
Oh
so
wow.
and
All
yeah.
right.
Not
Okay.
only
So
that, Vicky, they also organize this bike rides.
Yes,
yeah, the
because
STP. So you
yes,
do
because we
STP all
couldn't
the time
bike
every year?
anymore. Because we
Okay.
couldn't play basketball anymore, so we extended it to biking. And STP, which is the
Yes,
Seattle
yes.
to Portland, has become our annual, challenge. And we should be going to the insurance companies and let them know that they've saved a lot of money from us. At least 100 of us. All these years, we never talked about medications. We all or blood pressure. Everyone was
Yeah, yeah.
proactive, and it's good. Yeah. Mm.
Well, is there a group that you guys do, or is this on your personal own time,
No,
or
yeah. Well,
uh
we organized it. We organized it and called it Life After 40 Basketball League. And so
okay.
it was, every player, contributes. I think it's $40 to cover, uniform and the rental of the gym, which is,
Okay. Yeah,
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 and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and it was a community effort actually that everyone loved to play basketball. So it was natural, organic.
Yes, yes. All right. And also, as I'm reading your bio here, he was a producer of a running radio program in Seattle in the early 90s. Okay. This is called Radio Pinoy and Radio Manila.
Yeah,
Can you,
actually,
yeah.
that's when Kuya Bert and my brother sort of started, getting together
Yep.
and all that, and
And kita ganda na, Bebot de Guzman.
Bebot de Guzman and
Yeah.
Lola Maharlika.
Yep.
All these past, personalities at that time, and it was just that time.
Excuse me, Roger. Mirna Ismael said, hello there. Good old Roger Rigor. Mirna
Si Ate
Ismael.
Mirna. Yes, Ate Mirna.
Yeah.
Hello.
All right.
Looks like I'm the only one who has survived the radio thing.
Yes, I know, and that's why I was when I first came in. I said, "Kuya Bert, you're still doing the beat," and he's he's the guy. All these years.
Long.
Salamat.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
We enjoy doing it, but we got now the younger ones like Vicky, Norbert, and of course I won't say that Miles is young, but she's doing so well. She is just amazing.
I think I'm older than Roger.
All right.
Oh dear.
Go ahead, Vicky.
Okay, yeah. Let's go back now, and we were taking a pause off. Your life here in Washington. When you were in VST in the Philippines, did you travel often to go around the world? Okay.
Let me just say this with the VST, because the VST is a band that was created in-house in the recording company. So most of the members were producers. They were producers, record producers. So we were a few of us were not involved with the recording company, and that is the reason why, in spite of all the offers for us to go out of the country, the recording company did not like us to leave. There were offers for us to do an Asian tour at that time. In fact, there was one story that really rocked us off our seats. We had visitors from Singapore, and we were at a restaurant. We were eating, and they worked for Singapore Airlines. And while we were eating, our song comes out on the restaurant. And you know what they did? They started jumping up and started, they said, "Oh my God!" And then here's the thing: they go, "You also have that song here."
Oh,
I said, "Yes." We have a popular band in Malaysia singing that song. So
wow!
You could imagine how how we received that.
Yeah, he influenced.
We just kept quiet and began to ask how that could happen. Well, at that time, there was no control. It was just everything was just so new, and the copyright was just being, international releases were just being done. So yes, and one thing, modesty aside, that I could say about our group, we've heard back in the 90s. Someone who worked at Studio 54 in New York. I don't know if you're familiar with Studio 54, but Studio 54 in New York was the place to be. And one of the DJs there said that what's her name from the Supremes? Diana Ross would always come into the Studio 54 and ask to play this song. We never knew where it came from. Until my nephew, who lives in New York, met this DJ, and he said, "Can you play the song again?" And he said, "That's my uncle's. They're Filipinos. Oh, they're Filipinos, And so that was just a late, late news that we got. And looking back, we thought that, wow, We actually went so far as
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
without our knowing
Definitely.
it,
Yes.
without our knowing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
It's
we never. So in short, to answer your question, Vicky, we never had the chance to go out of the country,
but
but we
yeah.
did have a chance to be within the country,
Yes.
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
Apari to Holo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's just what you're saying right now. Like your music has influenced others around the world without
Yep.
even you knowing. And with social media nowadays, it would have been out just like that. And to think, from Singapore to even New York, you're probably like, how did that even get there,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
so it is very, when you make, beautiful music,
It's universal.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
It
yes,
doesn't
very,
have to be in English.
yes,
That's been
exactly.
proven all the time. You don't have to speak English to be a good
Mm,
song.
That's
Yes,
true.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Like sukiyaki
yeah. O sole mio.
or solomio.
O sole mio. Yeah.
Yeah,
Que sera sera.
that's true too.
Yeah.
All right.
Wonderful.
Okay. Now let's talk about working in the Seattle public schools. When did you started working in public schools? And you were actually
I,
Uh,
go ahead.
Kuya
Go,
Bert.
yes, go ahead, Miles.
go ahead, Mike. Uh-oh.
Okay. You
Oh,
were
yeah.
Uh-oh.
I meant to say to Bert and Vicky and
yeah.
Norbert and Roger, can we, can Vicky have a very short report on her events quickly?
Oh, wow.
Oh yes,
Well,
Yeah,
yes.
my
okay. Yeah. Oh my
Just
goodness. I said
your highlights.
an,
Yeah.
my hour and a half
Yeah,
is not enough.
because for your
not enough.
information, Roger,
Yes.
Vicky is our girl.
Yeah.
She's
Yes.
a
Yeah.
community
Please,
very
please. That's
persistent.
important. Please,
Yeah.
please
Yeah.
go ahead,
Yeah,
Vicky.
yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
It's very good
But
community worker. Let's just send
mark
to
our
you.
time. Mark our time because I want to hear
Okay.
that the
Yes.
closing
Yeah.
song of us. Go
Okay.
ahead,
I'll make
Mickey.
Oh,
it
yeah,
quick.
yeah.
Yes, I'll make it quick. Yep.
Quickly, yeah.
Yes. So everyone knows my name is Vicky Navarro. I'm with King County Public Health, Lend a Hand Community Outreach, and Hopelink. So today's outreach work for the week will be let me see here. So yes, I'm with Lend a Hand Community Outreach. We're a mobile food distribution that goes around the state. We have our upcoming Thanksgiving event in Puyallup on November 10th. So you don't want to miss that. Oh, that's our bingo. I'm sorry. That's our bingo night that's coming up November 19th. This is where you don't want to miss. Make sure you bring your wagons. So I'm going to say it's going to be a mega event. We want to touch people on the Thanksgiving and make sure that you come ready and prepared. It would be nice. It's a 1 o'clock to 6 p.m. Event. So Lend a Hand Community Outreach is our holiday giving. So hopefully that you guys can come join us. If you need more information, you'll find it on the Lend a Hand Community Outreach page for updates and events. So we have more coming up here. So the bingo is this week to support the work that we're doing to continue the work. Yes, and then if you can keep going, brother. If you need COVID test kits, I'm with King County Public Health. You can just contact me. Keep going. So Seattle Issaquah is giving a free 1,500 feed turkeys at the Seattle and Issaquah event. If you need the address, you can contact me, or you can find it on my Facebook page, Vicky Navarro. Yeah. Renton is also giving away turkeys for the holidays. So if you also live in that area or you have families living in that area, we have partners with the emergency program. Yes. And then I'm also with Hopelink. If you need more information regarding transportation, going to the doctor, if you have a caregiver that wants to also ride with you, bus transportation, ferry transportation, different types of transportation, shuttle, buses, community vans. There's so many different transportations, but education is the key to figure out which one is best for your needs. So keep going. I'll be at the St. Paul this Sunday for November 13th. And then, here I am on the field as we are getting ready to do a outreach event. Yes, outreach and education, whether it's COVID-19, TB, utility assistance, rental assistance, legal assistance. As I partner out in a community, I partner with systems, organizations, and different parts of the state to make sure that we are all covered. And if you need any kind of supportive services, just let me know. Yes. And don't forget,
thank you.
December 17th, 18th,
Okay,
our Art of Love. Yep. So let's go through the day and let's come back. Yep. Thank you so much.
All right.
Yes.
Thanks. As Vicky is really, my gosh, the girl.
Thank
the
you,
lady.
Vicky. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But we only got a very short time now. So what we're gonna do is go ahead. Because I wanna make sure everybody hears the last song because it's a beautiful song.
So let's listen to our closing song. We're not closing yet, but listen to After 40 Years, VST Company live in concert. Awitin mo at isasayaw ko at Grove of Anaheim. Let's listen. Yay! Yan po ang abitin mo't isasayaw ko after
Actually,
40 years. They got back together. Yay!
You know what, Miles? That was a good
Yeah.
song, but that's not the one that I wanted to hear. I think that's the one, Ikaw ang Mahal Ko. That was a
Ikaw ang aking
wrong
mahal.
song.
Which is that the
Yeah,
story behind that?
but I thought, it will be nice that to show that they get back together after 40 years,
40
you know.
years.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But the song I was expecting is this Aawitin Ko.
What is
That was
that?
that song that we played was a wrong one. That's Ikaw
Yeah.
ang aking mahal.
Yes,
If
Ikaw ang aking mahal actually was the side A of that single. And side B was Awitin mo at isasayaw ko.
that's the one.
Yeah, that's the one. That was
Because of the
the
energy
disco one.
there,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
it's beautiful. But both songs
Yes.
are beautiful.
Yes,
But we
yes.
don't have a time to play the
Yes.
real song that
Yes.
we wanted. But
Yes.
so
Yes.
anyway, you know, Roger, at this time, before we go into our final close, we start our saying goodbyes now. You
Okay.
know, all
Yes.
right, Miles, you want to start doing their goodbye?
Yeah.
Unless, okay, Miles. I think she's still in limbo here.
Right.
So,
Right.
so Vicky, why didn't you start your
All right.
goodbye?
Well, I just want to thank
That's the one
everyone.
I saw in YouTube.
Okay,
Oh.
I just want to thank
Okay.
everyone.
Okay, that's all right.
Ang
She's
bilis
kinda
po
delayed.
ng ating orasan, Kuya Bert.
Yep. Uh-oh, you're muted?
Oh,
Oh, no,
there she
she's gone.
goes.
She's
All
gonna go.
right.
Go ahead, Vicky. Continue.
Yeah, I just want to thank, on behalf of Fil-Am Radio, Mr. Roger Rigor. It's an honor to have you here, and hopefully that you can come back soon. And because I told you an hour and a half is not enough to be able to hear more about you, but we just want to thank you so much, and take care, and God bless you for everything that you do in the community. Also, I just want to say thank you, everyone, and I will see you next Tuesday, same time at 1 p.m. Thank you.
Okay, Norb, your turn.
Just thank you again for having me on the show to talk a little about the Seahawks. And Kuya Roger, it's great to listen to you, hear you, and listen to some of those classic songs. It was great to catch up, and I love hearing about your story and what, all the things you've done over the years, and that you're still looking good and going strong. So glad to see you on here. It was a great honor to reconnect again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, ako. Ako pa magpapaalam na sa inyo lahat. Bilis po natakbo na ating orasan. Ito po si Ma'am Salvador. Thank you so much, Roger, for gracing our program. And thank you, Norbert, for coming to the show again. And Vicky and Kuya Bert.
Yep.
So,
I want to hear Roger first before we do our closing prayer.
Thank you so much for this honor and opportunity, Vicky. Shout out to you for your community work, and to the guys here at this radio program. You are always invaluable as far as the community is concerned. So, as one last pitch, I do work with the Foundation for Philippine Progress. And that is a foundation that sends out relief and education and health to our people back home. Once again, it is my honor. Salamat ng marami sa inyong lahat. And until the next time, this is not the last time.
Yes.
And
no.
there's a lot to
we'll
talk
have
about.
you back. Yeah.
Salamat. Thank you.
Okay. Miles?
Okay. So let's listen to our closing. Let's all bow our heads and listen to Kuya Bert in his closing prayer.
Ama namin, purihin ang iyong pangalan. Nagpupuri po kami at nagpapasalamat sa mga dakilang biyaya, buhay, lakas at subaybay na ipinagkaloob mo sa amin mula sa oras na ito hanggang sa wakas ng aming buhay. Amen. Thank you, everybody.
Stay tuned for Real Estate and Money with Violet Strauss and what's her name? Anyway, everybody stays from 9 to 11 p.m. Fresh Juice with the Money, hosted by the Money, Pine Size Patron, ID Yourself, and DJ Mumble. That's every Wednesday from 9 to 11 p.m. Thank you so much. I love you all. See you next week. Take care.
Thank you.
Stay safe
Thank
and
you.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
I love you. Mwah.